Aloha everybody, welcome to On Target Hawaii. This is the second in our VEPR conversion series. Today we're going to talk about a company called SGM out of Knoxville, Tennessee. They make a variety of products for different platforms, AR-15, Glock, AK, etc. But what's of interest to us is they're one of the few companies that manufacture parts specifically for the VEPR, because you really can't get a lot of products for the VEPR. So this is an important company as far as we're concerned. We're going to begin with the stock. Now this is a one-piece affair. It's made out of polymer. In fact, both products that we're going to talk about today, this stock system and the handguard / rail system, are both made out of polymer. And the advantage is that they're a hell of a lot cheaper than buying, at least with the handguard, a lot less expensive than buying a machine product out of aluminum. So, getting back to this, as I said, it's one piece. It's very solid. I mean, you get the feeling you could pound railroad spikes with this. It's got minimal wiggle, which is nice, and it's not even locked. So there you go. Not much movement at all. It comes with a recoil pad. There's about 11 different positions here, and it extends to about 14.5 inches, so it's infinitely, almost infinitely adjustable. And what's also of interest is that it's designed specifically for the VEPR. You can see the trunnion here is slanted, so it fits perfectly in the receiver. So of course the first thing you have to do is remove the stock, wooden stock, which is walnut, and it's quite nice, but it's not tactical in any way. It's a sporterized VEPR, which means it comes to this country as basically a hunting rifle. So it's easy to remove the stock. There's a couple of screws here on the top of the tang that you remove, and underneath the buttstock, actually where this grip is, there's a bolt, and that's removed. And then it's quite easy to remove the walnut stock, and you just place this one on, and you take the screws, the original screws that came with the VEPR that were actually that you removed to get the to detach the buttstock, and you use those. You're going to have to tap them, tap the holes with a drill bit to get it started, and then you just screw them in. It's pretty simple. So what else can I tell you? In addition to the SGM parts that we're going to look at today, we're also going to look at this particular grip, which is from a company called Falcon Industries. It's called the Ergo Grip, as in ergonomic, ERGO. This is a brand new product from Falcon Industries. There are two varieties of this type of grip. One is sort of a gummy kind of texture. It has a tactile kind of feeling, and the other is more or less just polymer, so there's no sort of tackiness. I particularly like this one, which is the one that has a tacky kind of texture. It's not overly waxy or gummy, and there's a hint of finger grooves here. So it's quite comfortable, and you can really control the rifle quite well with this particular grip. I'd highly recommend it. I think it runs for about $21 or $22 on Amazon. So we're going to go back to SGM then, SGM products, and look at the handguard. Now this particular handguard, it's, as I mentioned before, it's polymer. It's quite substantial. It fits, or you're able to attach it by removing the stock handrail or handguard, which is walnut, and you do this by removing the same screw, actually, which is actually a sling swivel or swing loop. And you remove this, and the wooden, the walnut handguard comes out fairly easily. You might have to tap it a little bit from this side, and in fact, you may have to remove the gas tube just to make a little more room, to make it a little more accessible to remove this. But you remove this, and then you attach this, and this is heavy-duty polymer. It's heavy also in the sense that it weighs a lot compared to the walnut grip. The walnut handguard, which weighs about 3/10 of a pound. This particular item weighs more like around 8/10 of a pound. So you're adding some weight. And I might also add, as far as the stock goes, this is not exactly light either. I think it weighs in at about 2.4 pounds. It's a bit heavier than the wooden stock. And on a VEPR, this is important because VEPRs weigh about a pound more than an average AK. So it's a heavier rifle to begin with. So back to this. You're going to have to do a little tweaking to get this fitted. That means essentially taking a file and filing the inside of this rail system. And once you file down a little bit, it doesn't take more than a couple of minutes, and you'll get it to fit. And it fits quite snugly. After that, you attach the second piece, which is this top part of the rail, which is attached with these two, actually two on either side, small screws that are both tapered. And this is quite solid. It's not going anywhere. It's going to hold 0 for you. In conclusion, I really like the system from SGM. The stock setup was comfortable. It comes with a detachable chin rest, so you can use it with, if you put an optic up front, but it has to be a fairly low profile optic, like a Fastfire 3 from Burris. We tried a couple of other optics with it from Trijicon and EOTech, and they just didn't work. They were just too high, and the geometry just wasn't there. You couldn't really, it wasn't usable at all. While shooting it, we used this sling setup from Blackhawk, and we're able to use the HK hooks, clips rather, and that worked quite well, and we were able to attach the Tapco foregrip. Both of these polymer components are a little bit on the heavy side. Don't expect much weight savings, but they're priced right. The handguard is about $85, which is about 1/3 of what you'd pay for a high-end item from Krebs Custom or another similar type vendor. The buttstock system was also reasonably priced. It fits well. It looks decent. All in all, if somebody wants to customize their VEPR and you don't have deep pockets, you're not going to go wrong with SGM components. Thanks.